Now, with all of that, so take everything I just said, bring that with you, keep it on your back, you know, it's like, so comfy, it's so nice. And then, bring in the fact that you can put them on a bike. That's right. Now this is a very expensive upgrade. It's basically, you have a knob, you give them a power claw, it doubles the points. You give them a bike, triples the points. Actually, it's a bit more than triple. Anyways, you end up at 70 points with those two upgrades. And that's not including other upgrades you want. But good thing with the bike is with the bike comes the armor, so you don't have to pay for the upgrade for heavy armor. So, you know, and you almost always want heavy armor. So bikes aren't as expensive, you know, you save a little bit of points, silver lining there. But with bikes, all of a sudden you get the same guns as bikes. What are they called? I have to look this up, guys, I'm sorry. But anyways, they're like a short, big shooter, okay? And so that's amazing in and of itself, because all of a sudden your Nobb squad, which is uber in close combat, will just destroy everything in close combat. It's a Tactica gun. They can now shoot. So and that is a Nobb biker squad. And so that's why Nobb biker squads are feared, because they take up like so many points in your army, but they feel no pain. All of a sudden their toughness is higher because they're on bikes. They're harder to hit, harder to kill. They always get a cover save no matter where they are. If you somehow ignore the cover save, they have their normal armor save. They have invulnerable saves now, and they can kill anything in close combat, anything. If you thought boys could kill anything, Nobbs just do it better. And so now you have this super fast, super diverse squad that is incredibly hard to kill with wound allocation and multiple wound models. And so that being said, when you bring them, spread them out. Don't keep them, because here, I'll show you how bad this can be. Okay, so this Nobb squad very easily wiped out those Tactical Marine, who cares? Now your Nobb biker squad just turbo boosted out the board, you know, good 24 inches. And so everything I've said about bike Tactica, if you go watch War Bikes, you can incorporate that into the Nobb Tactica. They kind of just combine. Except for the fact that you want to keep them out of combat, because you want these to get into combat, because their easiest way to kill Nobb bikers is actually to shoot them, unfortunately. And so you gotta protect them somewhat. Now, if you clump up, and because they're so expensive, you usually don't want to bring them in any bigger numbers than this, unless, again, you're playing a huge amount of points game, or you just want to have fun with this big Uber squad. So, smallish Nobb squad, they're going up, and say you get hit by, I don't know, a boom gun, or I don't know, and there's so many things, like a Deafy shoots you with his cannon. Anyways, you can center this and hit all of them. And a lot of people just don't think to spread out bikes too much. It's like, hey, they have a 4+ cover save no matter where they are on the board because of the exhaust cloud, right? That's amazing. But if you land this, you know, at strength 8, when you kill bikes, who cares? Because you usually have more, and you know, this massive thing could have done maybe more damage, or maybe even, you know, it's so scary. So bikes, you have the mobility, so spread out, because every single failed save, if it hits, that's only a 50% chance, okay? And it's better than your, it's basically, it's a cover save, so it's equivalent to an invulnerable save. So you don't get to roll again for feel no pain or whatever. You get a 50-50 chance. If something with strength 8 or higher hits you in a blast, you have a 50-50 chance, and then it's over. And then it just dies. And these models are worth like a small squad of boys. No, maybe not that much, but but for the cost of a Nobb biker squad, you can bring so many models. And so you really have to draw out the template weapons from your opponent into other squads around the map. And then your Nobb biker squad can run up, and if you keep them spread out like this, honestly, they have 12 inches of movement. They have basically this almost the same attacking threat range as a truck. A truck has an extra 2 inches because you deploy out of it, I guess 2.5. I mean, 12 inches, they can get all the way over here, off, and then assault another 6. Oh, this, whatever. So it's like, they can move from if these knobs were all the way back here, they could, with relative ease, spreading out so you don't hit more than 1 or 2 with a blast template, all get into combat with this Nobb squad next turn if they wanted to charge. Because they get to move 12, and then they get to assault 6. And you don't have to worry too much with the bikers because, okay, so you assault 6, so these guys are in, and these guys are way far back, but because their bases are so big, it extends back. This guy is within 2 inches. So even if it was right here, this guy is in combat because he's within 2 inches of the back of this base. So normally you have to be all super close, but all of a sudden, hey look, that's a full round of combat into them. And you can just obliterate. It seems weird, but you can do that. Obviously you have to try to get in the base to base if you can. It's the rules. But if you can't, then all you have to do is try to be within. So you don't even have to try to move up more. You can keep back for whatever reason, or you just move up as usual, you know, but there could be reasons why not to. For, I don't know, maybe if there's like a big line of terrain and you keep back here as much as possible and you kill them, you can consolidate back and out of line of fire or something. I don't know, there's lots of fun things you can do with these big bases. You just have a lot more freedom to spread out your unit and not get hit as much. And yeah, that's about it. So, and of course they have the counter charge anyways. So if they're coming in, even if they can't, if they're going around, if there's like more than just a couple guys in the squad, all of a sudden this guy becomes in combat and all of a sudden that guy all the way back here, if this guy was back here, all of a sudden he's in combat too. And he was like way back here at the start of the turn, like way off. So have fun with your Nobb bikers and smash them heads. All in all, Nobbs in general, they're fantastic, they're awesome. I don't always bring them because they are a little bit more elite, but by all means, experiment with them, play with them. Some people just swear by them. They always bring them in their armies, they always go and kill stuff. But that's the beauty of the Orc army. You can use anything and be relatively effective with it. There's some things, which I'll get to, which are just like, meh, but they're rare and far and few between. So, Nobbs, definitely pick up a pack, not to mention the Nobb plastic box that they came out with, you know, a while ago, has so many bits. If you want to like convert and do all that kind of stuff, you buy the Nobb, you get way more bits than you need for like, they're like crazily kit out so many, and like, it's just awesome. So I would recommend buy that Nobb box if you want to get into Nobbs. But also check out the old metal blisters too, because they're just you know, that old nostalgic feeling and awesomeness too. But if you hate pewter models, definitely stay away from that. Anyways, this is Dan from Mini Wargaming. Happy wargaming and stay tuned for Mega Nobbs.